Welcome to Learn Obolo with Kathleen. It's my pleasure to have you join us in our class once again. Today we are looking at lesson 2A. We're still talking about the Abichi Obolo, the Obolo alphabet. And today we'll be concentrating on the single letter consonants. Recall that in our previous lesson we talked about the Obolo alphabet from A to Z, the first to the very last possible letter. And we say we are going to group the letters into four for the purpose of our lessons and classes. And we say the red letters are vowels, the blue are consonant, the green are digraphs. We say that digraphs are part of consonant, but for the purpose of our lesson, we are going to split them. Then the letters in black are dialect-specific letters. You have them in some dialects, you don't have them in other dialects. You can also see we put them in bracket. The letters in bracket are dialect-specific. So in our previous lesson, we talked about the vowels, and we said there are only 6 vowels in Obolo language. The A, A, E, O, and U. And we said you should be careful anytime you're writing the vowel O. Don't forget to always put a dot under, because if you write it without the O, without a dot under, you are writing O instead of O. So today we are looking at a single letter consonant, and we are taking the first part of the consonant lesson. If you look at this slide, you will see there are 18 single letter consonants. So we'll be taking the first 9 in this lesson, and our next lesson we will look at the next 9 and round up with a single letter consonant. So we start with the consonant B, which is B. B in Obolo. You can have this consonant at the beginning and in the middle, but you cannot have it at the end of a word in Obolo language. So B, B, as in back, which means mention. Ebot, which is good. You can have it at the end. Then the next consonant is D, as in do. Do means to ask a question, to ask your whereabouts, to ask directions. Then do also mean to marry a wife. Then you have the letter D in Odo, which means foundation, also means the base of something. But you cannot have the D at the end of a word, so I put the dash there. And the next is the letter F, which sounds F. You have it in fo, which means go home. You also have it in ufo, which is raffia mat. You cannot have this letter at the end of a word in Obolo. It does not occur. And the next is G, as in go, which is 5. Note that this letter has only one sound. One distinguishing feature, one thing that makes Obolo language very easy to learn, to read and write, is that all the letters, each letter has only one sound. It is very rare for you to see a letter that has 2 sounds or more in Obolo each. So we can say that Obolo is phonetic. So this letter G has only one sound, G as in go, which is 5. It doesn't sound like G as in generate, generation. It only has one sound in Obolo, which is G. So go is 5. So go is bridge. You cannot have G, letter G, at the end of a word in Obolo. The next consonant is G, which is letter J. It sounds as G, as in the word J. J means walk, also mean go. Uji, boat. You can see in Uji the letter G is in the middle of the word. then you cannot have G at the end of a word in Obolo language. The next consonant is K, letter K, which can appear at the beginning, the middle, and even at the end of a word. Keke means stand, also means wait. Uko is farm. When you go to go, you are going to your farm. When you go to your farm, you are going to go in Obolo. Then sok means to make a fire. The next is li, letter L. You can see it at the beginning and the middle, but you can't have it at the end in Obolo words. So libi means run. Kala means fry, also means unwind. When you are frying what you want to eat, frying food, then that is kala. When you are unwinding a rope or a thread or untangling a rope, then you can also say kala. Then the next consonant is or me, as in men. Men means to swallow. Note this is not men as in English, this is men, and means to swallow. You can see at the beginning of the word there. Then umin, which means respect and honor, depending on how the context is, what depending on how you're using it. Then you have tem, which means cook. So you can have letter M at the beginning, the middle, and at the end of a word in Obolo. The next letter is N, ni, as in na, which means come. Une, which is friend. Unon, which is bird or fowl. You can see here that letter N can come at the beginning, the middle, and at the end of words in Obolo language. So we've finished the first 9 single letter consonant. In the next lesson, we'll be dealing with the remaining 9 letters, the remaining 9 consonant letters. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe so you can get updates whenever new lessons are uploaded. Remember to like the video if it has been helpful to you, and also share it with your friends, and then comment. Let us know what you like about the lessons, and if you have any questions, you can also ask us and tell us what you want us to treat, what topics are of interest to you that you would like us to treat in our class. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next lesson.